Hey guys, today's going to be an exciting day. We are going to be creating the Seven Sacraments wreath. Parents or older siblings, you get to take a part in this too, because all the items that come with the Seven Sacrament wreaths, they come in a little zippy bag, and we're going to do what's called a scavenger hunt with them today. You're going to take those 7 items and you're going to hide them either around your yard or around the house, and the children have to try to find them, and then we're going to put them all together to make this wreath. Before I talk about the hiding part, I'm going to talk to you about all the supplies you're going to need for the wreath. This is what the wreath is going to look like. In your packet, you've got a paper plate and 2 different colored green pieces of paper. And there was also a little sandwich bag that included a feather, a candle, a little sticky Bible, 2 little, they look like little rings, butterfly stickers, either a brass fastener or a little like a chalice sticky foam thing, and an eyeball, wiggly eyeball. And another thing that came would have been a heart with a cross in the middle of it. Some of the kits, if they were picked up later, may not have all the parts, so you can improvise with what is in the bag, or you can draw the objects. So what each object means is they all represent one of the sacraments. So for baptism, we're going to use the candle to represent baptism. For communion, we're going to take that brass fastener or that chalice, and we're going to use that as like the cup that the wine goes in, and the wiggly eye, we're going to actually turn it around and use the back of the wiggly eye as the host. For confirmation, we're going to use the white feather. For reconciliation, we're going to use the butterfly stickers. For matrimony, we're going to use these 2 circular spangles for the wedding rings. And if you want, you can even cut them to make them more ring-like looking. But if you don't want to, you can use them as is. For the anointing of the sick, you're going to take that heart with the cross, and you're going to use that as the symbol for that. And you can take the cross out of the heart. And then for holy orders, you're going to use the Bible. Okay, if you don't have the Bible, because I do remember I was running short with them, you can, if I threw another one of these hearts with the cross in, you can use that. If not, you can draw the Bible. So those are the objects you're going to hide throughout your house or out in the yard. And then, guys, you have to try to find it all. So once you're done finding all of that, we're going to bring it all together, and we're going to come to your workspace, and we're going to create this sacraments wreath. So I'm not going to hide the stuff because you really don't want to watch me running around the house looking for stuff. I might trip over my own furniture. So, of course, you might think that's funny. I know my son does. So what you're going to do is you're going to take your plate. In the middle of the plate, there is a circle. If you can't see it very well, you can trace around the circle with a marker. And you're going to bend the plate in half, and you're going to cut that middle part out. And you can cut on the line that you drew. Or if you want to just cut it, you can just cut it yourself. So that way you have an opening. So you've created the wreath. Then you're going to take the green paper, and you're going to cut the green paper into leaves. You should have two or three different colors, or two pieces of green paper. The easiest thing to do is just to fold it up, and then you just start cutting it. That way you can cut a bunch of leaves all at one time. And you can just keep cutting away until you run out of the green paper. Then you're going to take your glue stick, which I need to go grab. Hang on. You can do either side of the plate. You can do the back side, or you can do the front side, whichever is easier for you. And you're going to take your glue stick, and you're going to glue all along your paper plate. And you're going to stick all those leaves that you cut out in any way you want all around it. So you're basically going to fill it up, so that way you're hiding all of the white, so you won't see any white at all. Okay, once you're finished making your wreath, you're going to take the string that was included in your kit. You're going to tie the two ends together to make a knot. Okay, so that way you have a loop. You're going to flip it to the back, and you're just going to get a little piece of tape, and you're going to tape it to the back, so that way it stays stuck, and you'll have it just that way you can hang it up. Now, on the one that I created over here, I used pink, and I kind of made little flowers in the middle of my wreath. You're welcome to do that if you want, or if you just want to leave your wreath plain green, you can do that too. I did it so that way the sacraments popped out a little bit more, but I'm going to try to do it without my pink today. And what you're going to do is you're going to make a spot starting at the top, and you're going to write the word baptism. You're going to write the word baptism on the top of your wreath. You're almost kind of like making a clock. Instead of doing numbers, you're actually going to be doing words. So you're going to say 12 o'clock is baptism. Then when you go to 1 o'clock, you're going to write reconciliation, because that would be the next sacrament in line. Then you'll come down, and then after reconciliation is... Anybody? Shout it out if you know the answer. Communion. After communion, you have confirmation. So you're going to bring that down almost to like 4 o'clock. Then right around 6 o'clock, which would be even with baptism, it would be matrimony. After matrimony would be anointing of the sick. And then the last one would be, coming up close to baptism again, would be holy orders. Now it's time for a scavenger hunt. So at this point, moms, dads, big brothers, sisters, grandparents, take all the goodies that are in that bag and go hide them somewhere in the house or somewhere outside. Guys, you have to find 7 different objects. Once you've found those 7 different objects, you're going to bring them back to your wreath. And then you're going to try to glue them where you wrote the words. So we said, and I'm going to use glue dots for this. We said that baptism was the candle. So you're going to take some glue, and you're going to glue the candle right under the word baptism. And then for reconciliation, we said we were going to use butterflies. So you're going to take your butterfly stickers, peel them off, and you're going to put them under the word reconciliation. This little butterfly doesn't want to come off. Okay. See that? Then after reconciliation is communion, and this is where you're going to need some glue. You're going to take either the brass fastener or the little chalice cup sticky that was given to you, and you're going to, well, with the chalice you'll know how to put it on because it's like a little wine glass. The brass fastener, we're going to use the top of it to represent the top of the glass, and the bottom portion will represent the stem of the glass. You're going to take your glue and you're going to stick that underneath communion. And you're going to take that wiggly eye and you're going to put the glue on top of the eye part, so that way you don't see the eye and you only see the back. And that will represent the Eucharist. Everybody see that? And for confirmation, you're going to take your glue and you're going to get the feather, and hopefully your glue doesn't fall out, and you're going to glue the feather under the word confirmation. Okay, just like that. And then for matrimony, you're going to take those rings, those little sparkle spangles, and you're going to glue them underneath the word matrimony. just like that. And for the anointing of the sick, you'll take that heart sticker and you'll just peel the back off and you'll stick it underneath the word anointing of the sick. And you can take the little cross and you can put it with it. But if you don't have a Bible sticker for holy orders, you can, and you don't have extra stickers, you can take that little cross and use that for holy orders too. So that can go in either place. I put it with anointing of the sick. And then for holy orders, you take the Bible sticker. And again, you can draw it if you want to, and you place it under holy orders. And you've completed your sacrament wreath. I would love to see how well you did with it, and you can also tell me stories about where you found all the objects too. That would be awesome to hear from you. All right, guys, I'll talk to you soon. Bye.